Ooh. How is everybody doing? Welcome to the pregame show. We have the Cleveland Browns coming to US Bank Stadium today. Hold on, I'm still trying to get set up here. But this is going to be an open question and answer for you guys. Kind of keep it light, very easy pregame show. But we're going to be previewing the Cleveland Browns. Good morning. How you guys doing? Good morning, Backstorm, Frank. Welcome in the chat. We are ready to go. I am here. I'm ready to go. Keys winning. Still Nation. Welcome in the chat. I'm excited for this game. I think this is a very equal matchup. I think people think the Browns are way better roster wise, top to bottom. But no, I think it's gonna be a good game. I think the Browns are gonna bring it. Nico Spriggs, welcome, yo, and you're still a moderator, by the way, Nico. You still got the little thing next to your name. Yeah, but Browns preview. This is going to be awesome. Skull Nation, let's just bring it to you, man. Contain running game, contain Myles Garrett. Yeah, let's start it there. Browns running game, they're bringing in two of the best running backs in the NFL right now, and it's Kareem Hunt, Nick Chubb. My whole impression that I've been getting this whole week on how you stop that is you let Baker Mayfield beat you. And I know that sounds like kind of like a chicken shit answer to how do you stop a running game, but that's really what it has to be. You need to sell out on first and second down. You need to get Baker in the third and long, or else we're just going to have a long day. There's going to be no real room for the Vikings to kind of get in these third down packages that Zimmer likes to get to. And listen, I think he's a completely overrated quarterback. I don't think he's that talented. But if you do give him time, if you do give him a chance to go make a play on third and 3, 3rd and 4, he can be a very serviceable quarterback. But if he's in 3rd and 8, 3rd and 9, Baker Mayfield doesn't really there's really no threat to me there. I would rather have him be in there than at the 3rd and 3s and all that. So I think stopping the run game, it's going to let Baker Mayfield beat us, especially with no Jarvis Landry. You know, OBJ, this is his second game. Make him be the guy that beats us. You know what I mean? Like, make him be the one who steps up. That's what I think. But, I mean, easier said than done, obviously. Michael Pierce, Dalvin Tomlinson, they're going to be huge. When it comes to containing Myles Garrett, that's where I feel like this has not been talked about a lot. And I think it was just because we handled Chandler Jones pretty well. But stopping Myles Garrett, I mean, this is going to be a different beast. This is a different guy. I don't really know how. I think it's going to be a lot of chips. Dalvin's going to have to be great in picking up Myles Garrett on the blitz. But, yeah, definitely contain running game, contain Myles Garrett. Those are the two keys, I think, definitely Skull Nation. He goes, I have Kareem Hunt in one of my fantasy teams, so I hope he has a good game, but not a great game against my Vikings. No, listen, fantasy teams out the window this week. We don't care about Browns players and fantasy teams. We got to get a big win. Leort, welcome. Sheesh, welcome back, man. How you been? Pre-game show, ready to go. Frank in the chat, he says, would you let Barr start over Vigil at this point? You know, I feel like that's a question that's been floating around Vikings Twitter, Vikings YouTube a lot, is now that has he kind of earned his starting spot over Barr? I really think he has. I just don't really know what Barr. I mean, depends how are we going to use Barr, because I think Vigil is just kind of like, he's almost like a second Kendricks out there, in my opinion. He's a great tackler. He's been great in the run game as of now. He needs to be a little better in the run game, I think, with Vigil, but it's not like Anthony Barr was ever that outstanding in the running game. I would honestly like to see all three of them play, especially in a game like this. Let's just say if Barr is healthy. You know, we know how good the Browns are running the ball. Might as well just run 4 defensive linemen and 3 linebackers. Why not let that why not let that fly? Let the secondary go deal with OBJ back there. I think they'll be fine. Yeah, but I mean, that's definitely a tough one. I'm sure the Vikings are thinking about that. If the Vikings let Kareem be the good guy today, the Malibu is going to be gone. Yeah. Listen, over here too, we have Remy Martin. I don't know if you guys have ever had this. This is absolutely disgusting. It's a cognac. Both these bottles will be gone if they let Kareem Hunt definitely run all over him. I definitely agree with that. Eric, welcome. We got Cubs fan in there. I didn't even know Cubs fan asked that last question. Shout out Cubs. I got Cubs poster on my wall. They are not looking too good right now. Who do you think have a better day, Kirk or Baker? Listen, I've been on this the whole week. I've been saying this the whole week. I just don't think Baker's that guy. Like, he's not that guy. And I know that's a viral clip and everything, like that guy saying he's not that guy. I just don't think Barr is that. I mean, I just said Barr. Baker's really that guy. I think if you get him in the third and longs, he's kind of minimalized. And I think if you force him where it's not all on script plays, where it's the play action, everything, it's very similar to what other teams probably say about Cousins. But I think Cousins has more, he's got more freedom at the offensive line where he's pointing out now pass protection, where that guy's blitzing. You know, Cousins has so much more freedom than he did with Gary Kubiak, but now Clint really has allowed him to open up this offense. I mean, I think Cousins, I just don't think he's going to stop. It's Kirktober, guys. I mean, we forget Kirktober and Kirkvember. This is like these next 8 weeks is the best Kirk Cousins we'll see. So I'm going to lean towards Kirk. I don't think Baker. I think this could potentially be a blowout today if the Vikings can keep the Browns off the field and force Baker into completing big-time third downs. Skull Nation says, I want to see how Barr looks when he comes back. He's probably next week against the Lions. Yeah, I mean, I would say that. I think a lot of guys maybe next week against the Lions. Like we see Evan down here. I see he has Darisaw or Hill. I think it's a very similar situation with Barr, even though Darisaw is the rookie. I think Darisaw, I would say Hill for now just because of the continuity in the offensive line. But it's either going to be the Lions or it's going to be after the bye week because you don't really want to throw in an offensive lineman, especially against, I mean, Myles Garrett's playing today. So I would not want to throw Darisaw in there. I think he's earned his reps. He's earned his spot right there as of now, but we'll see. Here we go. We got Eric. He says, good morning, Skull. Big doses of 17, 18, and 19 today. I love that. Yeah, big doses of those three. I'm all for it. I didn't even realize the three receiver numbers were all 17, 18, and 19. I love that. Yeah, shout out KJ Osborne. That's actually the most viewed video on my channel was me saying in training camp that KJ Osborne is going to be really special. So shout out you guys. You guys blew that up for me. So that was pretty cool. And, yeah, KJ, Thielen, and Jefferson. Greg Newsome is out for the Cleveland Browns today. So that's huge. He was the rookie that the Browns drafted from Northwestern. He has been actually playing like a stud. I'm from Chicago, so I watched Greg Newsome play a little bit. He's a stud. He's a very smart corner. He's a rookie. He does not play like a rookie. So him being out today, again, like you said, 17, 18, and 19, got to get going. Got to get going today. Cody said, do you think Kirk can keep up his playing like he is doing? I don't see why not. You know, Kirk's been absolutely balling lately. He's got this edge to him now, and he's kind of got this support from his teammates too. Dalvin Cook coming out this week saying Kirk Cousins is the best quarterback in the NFL when he has a clean pocket. For a quarterback, especially a guy like Kirk, when you have the best player on your roster going out in the media and saying that about you, it's just going to instill confidence in Kirk. So I think, I think maybe we are just cracking on honestly what Kirk can do. One thing with Kirk Cousins I want to see today. If it's a 3rd and 4, 3rd and 3, big time spot in the game, use your damn legs. He's not this like statuesque quarterback that I think we make him out to be. He's got some movement. I want to see him pick up a big 3rd down today with his legs. But yeah, I think he'll definitely do it. Frank says Hill will need tight end help today. Yeah, I definitely think so. I definitely think so, man. Yeah, I mean, you're not going to leave Rashad Hill one-on-one with Myles Garrett. I was sleeping on his name because Myles Garrett last week just destroyed Jason Peters on the Bears. But yeah, I mean, I'm excited though. I'm excited to see what the Vikings do. I wonder if they'll use Abdullah on 3rd downs, if they'll give him a little chip. But yeah, we'll see. Yeah, Kirktoberfest on German independence. Is it really? Oh, it's over. I mean, I might take everything out of your bank accounts right now and go put it on the Vikings money line. It's Kirktober. I mean, the man, I mean, can we look at his numbers in Kirktober, man? It's crazy. Casey boy, Zan. Oh, wow, that is Casey. Casey, what's up, man? How you doing? Welcome back. Koa says, do you think the Vikings offense should feature both Cook and Madison? Yeah, I mean, especially with Cook's injury history. I mean, not really injury history, but especially with him coming off an injury. Why not? I mean, Madison looks so good too. I mean, they've looked the exact same when they're out there on the field. Madison obviously has a little more power than Cook, and Cook's a little more versatile, especially Cook and I mean, I was gonna say Cook's a better receiving back, but then again, Madison caught like six screens. The screen game. That's going to be absolutely massive for the Vikings today. I really think the screen game could be something we look forward to because when you have an aggressive pass rush, especially with Myles Garrett, Jadeveon Clowney, the reason they get paid is the amount of sacks they have. And when you have a very aggressive pass rush, you hit them over the top with a little screen, especially with how great the running backs have been playing. I mean, I don't see why not. Like, the screen game needs to stay in the offense, but I would definitely go maybe 60-40 Cook Madison, where Cook's getting 16 carries, Madison's getting around 12. Personally, I don't know. I mean, it could depend. I mean, this could be a close game the whole game, and the Vikings just want to run out Dalvin Cook the entire time. It really depends. Cook is in. I checked fantasy. So there you go. Summer City. I know he is questionable. I haven't really gotten any notification on that. Cody says, do you think the Vikings defense will stop Nick Chubb and Hunt? Yeah, that's the question of the day, I think. I think that's gonna come down if the Vikings win or lose today. I mean, we saw last week the Bears honestly did a great job of showing how the kind of no way, Sander. First dono. The Bears showed a great job of how to stop the Browns offense, honestly, last week. Yes, the Browns ran for a little more yards than the Bears would hope for. But you get Baker into these third and longs, you get Baker into these uncomfortable downs. I just don't think Baker's gonna be able to do it. So I think you sell out on first and second down. You bring Harrison Smith in the box. You bring all these guys in the box, just make it harder for the Browns to run. Because then again, they do have one of the best offensive lines in the day. They do. I mean, they really do have one of the best offensive lines in the league. They will have one of the best offensive lines for the next 2-3 years with how young those guys are. And it's Kevin Stefanski coming back. So I'm sure he'll be taking shots on first and second down, but I really don't care. Sell out on the run. Let Baker beat you because you don't want to have Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb take the whole energy out of the stadium. Oh, let's see here. Xander, $2 donation, man. Xander, come up here if you're still listening. We need to get you on here. We need to get some Bears talking here. So whenever you get a chance, come up here. Peter Coleman. Oh, Alex Lynn. What's the final score prediction today? I'm leaning towards, I don't think this is as big of a shootout as people may think. I'm going to lean towards 27-21 Vikings. I just think, again, it's going to come down to Kirk and Baker. Very similar offenses. Both teams like to run the ball. Both teams got two really good running backs. One quarterback's playing the best ball of his career, and the other one I just don't think is that good. So we'll see. But Peter Coleman. Welcome, Peter. Where does the rest of the division stack up this week? Well, it's going to be fun. You know, Justin Fields gets his first home start in Chicago against the Lions. The Lions are doing Lions things again. But I wonder if Nagy has another day like he did last week, Pete. Do you think he's going to get fired? That's been the talk. That's been the talk in Chicago, apparently. Nagy getting fired if he has another bad week. Skull Nation, you got 30-28 Vikings. Yeah, let me get some score predictions in the chat. Let me see if maybe I'm being way too optimistic about this game and my homer's coming out of me. Koa said, do you think Bradbury has looked better this season? Yeah, I mean, he's looked way better. I've been saying this all offseason. The center position in the NFL, like now that I've been starting to get into offensive line and like actually understanding how it all works, the guards have such an impact on the center. And Bradbury's an undersized center, but with Oli Udoh and Ezra Cleveland, I think they've been playing great. So I think it kind of shows that Bradbury, I mean, if he has the guards in there and the guards are playing well, Bradbury's been playing well. So he's been a little up and down. He looked awful in the Cincinnati game, but since then he's been good. We aren't lucky enough to get Nagy fired. Yeah. Is that the man, that'll be hilarious if Nagy actually is gone today. Nagy's gonna ruin another one if you guys don't get him out of there, but I don't know. Why won't Zimmer blitz more often? He seems to play conservative way too often, says Frank. Yeah, I think that's just maybe because they don't have a lot of support in the secondary. Maybe that could be it. And maybe he doesn't want to like put these guys in a one-on-one type of situation, especially against, we've been playing great receivers the whole year. I mean, Arizona, Rondell Moore, D-Hop, AJ Green, he doesn't want to leave them one-on-one. So yeah, we'll see. I mean, I have really no idea. I got my Bears guy coming in right now. So if we also have any Bears questions, let them fly. And if any NFC North questions, let them fly. It's a big day in Chicago too. Justin Fields, first home start. Vikings +2 worth it, or take +105? See, it's going to be one of those things. If I tell you to take plus 105, the Vikings are going to lose by 1. So, they'll lose 24-23. I don't know. I think the Vikings are going to win today. I think it's going to be a bad. I think it's two identical teams, but we'll see. Leort says Fields is going to die. All right, yeah. We'll see. I don't know. Do the Lions have that much of a pass rush this year? I don't really think so. But Xander, come here and look at the how it showed up.
When the donation came up, what did it look like?
It's that.
Oh, really?
Put user in time. Imagine. That's so funny. Here, bring a chair over. We're gonna get a guest in. We got a Bears guy running in here. Mad Nag might throw a plus 3.5 in a parlay or ride Vikes. Yeah, if you go teaser with the Vikings case, that's honestly not a bad call. Get the 3.5, so even if they do lose by a field goal. Will Nagy ruin his quarterback like Fisher ruined Vince Young? There you go. Let it fly.
It's not really all about Matt Nagy. The Bears don't really have all the tools right now, but we're still obviously going to have a better record than the Vikings at the end of the season. We're still obviously going to probably make the playoffs. And we're playing the Lions today. Today's all about the Lions. Today's all about just making more plays than the Lions and just getting Justin Fields a good, comfortable start. That's for sure.
Schrager said it's White Sox time in Chicago.
It is White Soxtober. Soxtober started 2 days ago.
Yeah. Yo, what's up, Brian Urlacher? Yeah, no. I don't know how I was able to land Urlacher on this channel, but it happened. Eric, you got 37-21. Vikings in a blowout. Okay, I'm gonna say something, but if it ends up happening, don't blame me. Will Kirk Cousins have his first turnover of the year? I was thinking maybe it could happen in like the first or second quarter today. As long as it's not in the fourth, we're fine. But yeah, Bears football in Chicago. I think it's on the down right now. I think the White Sox are the only reason the Bears are like kind of Soxtober, shortest month of the year. Dude, I didn't know that was Casey's YouTube day. Skull all day. Miguel Gonzalez, welcome to the chat. Yeah, it's a big time game for the Vikings today because I think we got a lot riding because, we could be 1-3. We could say all this shit about, Dalvin's butt was on the ground. Greg Joseph should have made a kick. We should be 3-0. If we get our ass handed to us today with Stefanski coming in, I don't know. All right, all the Vikings fans in here, let me know who you guys think has the coaching advantage in this game. We have our former offensive coordinator, Kevin Stefanski. He was in the building. He was in the Vikings organization for about 12 years, I believe, 13 years. Now he's coming back. He's playing Mike Zimmer, offense versus defensive head coach. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun to watch. I just don't really know who has the advantage. I'm leaning towards Stefanski just because he's I think a better overall coach, but it's going to be fun to see those two go at it. Bears can try to call Jay Cutler back. That's not a bad one. That's a hilarious video. The South Side is getting too comfortable with all their trash talking. Is that a Cubs fan in here?
We know we're here. If we want to talk about baseball.
Yeah, if we want to talk about baseball, we can find it.
Sox pitching will take them all the way in October this year. We're not scared of Houston.
Yep. Also, crazy day today in the AL wild card. That'll be fun to watch. We got Brady's return going around in the NFL. It's a good day of sports. So that'll be a lot. There's a lot to watch today. I'm kind of hoping the Yankees don't make the playoffs just for the jokes. But then again, Anthony Rizzo for all the Cubs fans in the chat. Casey, Rizzo making the playoffs though. That'd be kind of respect. Yeah, but Tariq Cohen, is he going to come back this year?
He's still on the PUP list.
Yep. Tariq Cohen's still out.
Week 6, I think. When can you come back from the playoffs?
Yeah, week 6. Yeah. All right. All right. We're going live after the game too. We're going to do it in the post game. So I need for a shout out. Everybody in the chat, give your score predictions for the Vikings-Browns game. Who's going to win? I need every prediction. I'm going to screenshot it, and we're going to see if any of you guys drill it for a shout out. All right. As a Twins fan, I would hate for the Yanks to make the playoffs. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I always root for the Twins a little bit. I'm more of a Cubs guy, but yeah, that would suck. The Yankees absolutely own the Twins in the playoffs. Imagine the Cubs bring back everybody they traded. Yeah, I was thinking about it. Everybody but Javi, though. Bring back Brian and Rizzo. Javi can stay in New York. Jay Cutler, nah, they need Rex Grossman. Koa, that's a sexy Rexy. Bring him back.
Rexy.
That man made a Super Bowl. All right, Leo, it's got Vikings 29-20. Have mixed feelings about the Cubs in the playoffs. Kind of want to see a three-way tie. That's hilarious.
Apparently, the Yankees get to pick who they play if there's a four-way tie, and they pick to go to Fenway instead of going to Toronto.
Yankees pick?
If there's a four-way tie.
Wow.
So if them and the Red Sox lose today and the
Mariners and Blue Jays win?
Yeah, and then there's a four-way tie.
Okay, so news for baseball. So if there's a four-way tie tonight in the AL wild card, which means the Yankees and Red Sox both lose, and the Mariners and Blue Jays they both win, the Yankees get to decide if they either want to play in Toronto or in Boston. That's absolutely insane. I've never even heard of that before. That, like, how do they get to decide? I mean, they're obviously going to pick.
They picked Boston already.
They already picked Boston? Okay, so I guess the Yankees want to play Boston. And what do they want to get shut out by Chris Sale? All right, here we go. Vikings 27-21. Case, love the prediction. I would love to have the Mariners make the playoffs. I want a good story. Yeah, I was saying the same thing too. The Mariners, I mean, that ballpark is jumping right now. So we'll see. Since I'm from Brington Park, where is that in the city?
I don't know.
Brington Park. There are a lot of Sox fans, and they all shut up, and they don't shut up. Yeah, hey, we got some Cubs fans and Sox fans in our front group. The Sox fans haven't been that annoying yet, but, you know, once they beat the Astros one time, I'm sure they'll get going. 30-24, Vikings win. Wow. Oh, interesting stat about the Vikings I saw before last week when they only gave up 27 points. Mike Zimmer's defense before last week gave up 9 straight games of 24 or more points. That's the most that's the most in Vikings history, I believe. And it was the most in the NFL. It was so this defense, they played good in the second half last week. I still got a lot of concerns about them. The defense, they have so much talent. I just don't understand why they're not holding teams to under 20 more often. It's only week, so we don't know. Yankees are spoiled as hell, getting to choose who their opponent would be. Yeah, I don't know how that gets. It's got to be head to head. Is Dalvin playing? I believe so. I don't know if he's going to be getting the same amount of carries as he is, but we were discussing earlier, it should be 60-40. I mean, at this point, there's no reason for the Vikings to keep giving Cook all these carries when Madison's more than okay as a backup. They shut out Russell Wilson in the second half. He is better than Baker. Yeah, I agree with that. They did shut out Russell Wilson in the second half, but also the Browns are bringing this run game into town. The number one way you can shut up an opposing crowd is you run the ball over and over and over again. It just sucks the life out of the stadium. So, I don't know. Peter Coleman, go Sox. Yeah,
let's go.
We had some Sox talk going on in here earlier, Peter.
I think he was
right. Yeah, that four-way tie situation is crazy, though. I had no idea.
Alex Lynn says Vikings 31-24.
Alex, welcome. Alex, how's the Instagram doing? If he's still doing that, you know?
I think he is. Yeah.
That's sick. Yeah. I mean, they did shut out Russell Wilson in the second half, but also that was a lot on Kirk just keeping the ball away. Like, there were no touchdowns in the second half last week, and the Vikings had the ball, I think it was 22 of the 30 minutes, and it was just because Kirk was phenomenal last week, and Madison was just over and over again. So I'm hoping Madison will still get his carries. Does anybody know if Amir Abdullah, is he dressing today? Because if he's dressed, then, I mean, I hope he's not, but the Sox are the only 500 – wait, the Sox are actually only 500 team against teams not named AL Central teams, Orioles, and Rangers.
That is true.
That's an elite stat right there. Casey, you see that? You see that stat right above your comment? Gonna look like Naz versus Lamont state championship. Oh yeah, it's gonna be a lot of running the football. Look at Whitworth, dude. He's fucking huge. Yeah, but Packers Steelers today. Obviously, we got some Bears fans in here too, so we're always rooting for the Steelers in this one. Yeah, yes, sir. Taking Vikings +1 today. Yeah, Stu Finder, Barstool had Vikings +2 as his lock of the week. Yeah, All right. Now that we have Alex betting on the Vikings, it kind of eases the nerves a little bit. Getting Alex on the Vikings train, you can all calm down. All right. Well, Vikings just won today. Thanks, Alex. Yeah, we'll see though. I mean, no Jarvis definitely helps the Vikings. They still have Hooper, they still have a bunch of weapons on the outside. But if you put Pat Pete on OBJ, I mean, I feel like we should be fine. I mean, if Peoples-Jones is the reason we lose today, that's fine. I just don't want Chubb or Hunt having to be over and over again, just down our throat. Pause. It's gonna be, it's just a lot. It's a lot to take. It's a lot to ask for the defense if they're constantly on the field. Thank you for bringing that to my light. Finally, have something to say against my Sox fans. Yeah, Casey, I'm gonna screenshot that actually. That the Sox are 500 against teams in the ALs, or they're only 500 against teams that aren't in the AL Central, Orioles or Rangers. There are also a lot of bad teams in the MLB this year. I mean, there are a lot of bad teams. Yeah, but it's going to be fun in the MLB today. It's going to be a good time. Here, we got a Bills guy coming in right now. The Bills have an absolute cakewalk of a day, and he doesn't have his Diggs jersey on. All right. Bills Texans today. The line is 17. What are we thinking?
I don't know. Honestly, being a Bills fan, I would still take the Texans spread. I'm still not fully confident in Joshy. We need to see some more out of him. I think this is a statement game, and if he can kind of go in and just take over, then I think we're set for the Super Bowl. So, yeah, that's my 2 cents on it.
What's the score prediction for today?
34-20.
34-20.
Bills, yeah.
Still a blowout, but the Texans cover.
Yeah.
I got Josh Allen on my fantasy team.
Huge points.
They're saying they got Bills more than 17.
Yeah, but I don't know, man.
Joshy should have an absolute day today, especially I'm starting Zach Moss today in fantasy, so that's fun. Yeah, but we got 34-20 coming from one Bills fan. John, you got to come give your prediction.
What's your score prediction?
Connor has the Texans covering. John, what do you got talking to the mic though?
Sorry. What's the line?
17. Remember?
I've got the Bills 42-7. That's my prediction.
All right, so John's got the Bills covering easily. Pissed the Cubs won yesterday, wanted a 69. No way. Now they can't have 69 wins on the year.
Dang.
Casey, that's a stat right there. Oh, some guy in the chat absolutely roasted the White Sox. Apparently, they're 500 against teams that aren't in the AL Central, Rangers, or Orioles.
Bro, the Yankees get to choose if they have to play.
We were talking about they chose Boston.
Yeah, they chose Boston.
That's wild. Bro. Cody's got 42-6 Bills. So,
damn.
Cody knows it.
Point or getting 2 field goals.
Yeah, you got to shout out Alex's gambling page, Captors Heaven.
Oh, yeah. Here, shout out to this page. If you guys want to go get elite gambling advice on Instagram, it's called Cappers Heaven. It's got 1.7K. I mean, you guys see the green check marks all over.
He went 4-0-1 yesterday, up 5 units.
He's up 5 units yesterday. Go check him out. Cappers Heaven. He's got the Vikings +1 today. Great guy.
That's the line?
Yeah. I think it's like 1.5 or 2, depending on where you get it.
The Browns are gonna mob, bro.
The Browns are not gonna mob. 47-13 Bills, says Skull Nation.
All right, let's go.
All right.
It's not.
It's not.
Like, that's completely possible.
That is completely possible. What's the over/under? Do you know? No clue.
Ooh, I thought it was like 38 when I was at the book. Are you serious?
No cap on that page. Don't let the name fool you. That is true. It's called Cappers Heaven, but it's not a lot of cap going on. Not a lot of cap going on. All right, well, we're going to wrap up the pregame show. Thanks for everybody who came by for the 30 minutes. We had a lot of people in here. Skull Vikes, I'll be live after the show. My final prediction, Vikings 27, Browns 21. Baker Mayfield throws 2 picks in the 4th quarter. All right, appreciate it, guys. Alex, love you. All right, bye.
Let's go, Moff. Let's go.
A chain is legendary. It is legendary. Thank you. Appreciate it, Jesse. All right, have a good day, y'all.
Jesse.